If you have these dimes sitting in your pocket, jar, or collection right now, you might be holding one of the luckiest coins in the entire world, a coin that collectors would pay thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars to get their hands on. Don't scroll past. This tiny dime could be worth more than you ever imagined. If you have a 1975 D1 dime in your pocket, you might just be holding the luckiest coin in the world. Imagine this, a small, unassuming dime that most people see as just another coin in their change could actually be a key to a fortune that collectors dream about for decades. Many people overlook coins like this, tossing them in drawers, jars, or even piggy banks, never realizing that the piece of metal they casually own could sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. And yet, this is exactly the case with a 1975 D1 dime. If you're watching this right now, pause for a moment and check your collection or even your loose coins, because you might already have one of the most sought-after dimes in history. The 1975 D1 dime may seem ordinary at first glance. It's small, silver-colored, and has the familiar image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the front, with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" surrounding his profile. But don't be fooled by its simple appearance. The mint mark D indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, and certain years and mint marks carry secrets that only the most meticulous collectors know how to uncover. The 1975 D1 dime has an interesting story hidden in the details, a story that has caused bidding wars in private auctions and rare coin events, sometimes unseen by the public eye, where only the elite collectors have access. In these secret auctions, coins like the 1975 D can fetch prices that are nothing short of astonishing, because collectors know the subtle variations, the unique strikes, and the uncirculated conditions that elevate a coin from a simple dime to a piece of treasure. Collectors have been fighting over coins like the 1975 D1 dime for decades, and it's easy to see why. Every coin minted tells a story of its era, but some coins carry hidden traits that make them extremely rare. For the 1975 D, it's the small details that matter. The sharpness of the strike, the absence of wear, the positioning of letters and numbers, and even tiny mint errors that can occur during production. When these dimes appear in near-perfect condition, they become instant highlights at auctions, causing bidding wars that can leave even seasoned collectors stunned. Some auction houses have reported that when a truly flawless 1975 D1 dime appears, the price can skyrocket far beyond expectations, as collectors know they are not just buying a coin. They are buying history, luck, and prestige. Imagine walking into a rare coin auction and seeing a 1975 D1 dime in a pristine holder, untouched and gleaming under the lights. The room goes quiet, eyes fixated on the tiny coin. The auctioneer's gavel strikes, and the bidding begins. From $500 to $1,000, then $5,000, and before anyone knows it, collectors are competing with tens of thousands on the line. Why does this happen? Because owning this dime means more than owning a coin. It's a statement of rarity and a claim to something that most people will never touch. Some collectors have admitted they were willing to go to extreme lengths, traveling across states, negotiating behind closed doors, or even waiting for years to get their hands on this coin. And if you have one at home right now, you're literally holding what might be the centerpiece of such an auction. The history of the 1975 D1 dime is also fascinating. Released during the mid-1970s, a period of economic change and cultural shifts in America, this dime carries with it decades of history. While millions of dimes were minted each year, only a fraction have survived in near-perfect condition. Many were used in daily transactions, getting scuffed, scratched, and worn. That makes the uncirculated or mint condition 1975 D dimes extremely rare, because most coins from this era simply didn't survive the passage of time without damage. In the rare coin community, condition is everything. Even the smallest imperfection can drastically change a coin's value. That's why auction catalogs often note every detail of a coin: slight discolorations, tiny scratches, and even the tiniest variations in strike. And for the 1975 D1 dime, A flawless example can command prices that might seem unimaginable to a casual collector, sometimes reaching into six figures. Many people don't realize that the 1975 D1 dime is not just valuable because of its rarity, but also because it represents a particular moment in numismatic history. The 1970s were a time of experimentation and transition for the U.S. Mint, with changes in composition, minting techniques, and production numbers. This means that some coins from this era, though they look ordinary, have secret traits that make them highly coveted. For instance, a slightly off-center strike or a double die, if found on 1975D, could multiply its value exponentially. Secret auction rooms, private sales, and specialized coin shows have documented these rare variations, often selling them to collectors who will pay tens of thousands without hesitation. And this is why owning one of these coins is considered not just luck, but an almost mystical stroke of fortune. If you find one in your collection, you might be holding more than just a piece of currency. You could be holding a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Collectors also understand the thrill of auctions like no other. The suspense, the excitement, the adrenaline, it's all part of what makes coins like the 1975 D1 dime so valuable. Every year, auction houses release their catalogs, listing the rarest and most pristine coins for sale. Private auctions, in particular, are notorious for showcasing coins that have been hidden away for decades, sometimes in attics, safes, or forgotten collections. And when a 1975 D1 dime appears in one of these auctions, it can spark a frenzy. Bidders compete silently at first, then quickly escalate as the price climbs. Some bidders have even described the moment they saw a rare 1975 D1 dime hit the block as heart-stopping, because they knew that if they missed it, they might never see another like it. For anyone holding this coin at home, the thrill is the same. You have the luck, the history, and the potential for unimaginable value all in the palm of your hand. Every auction report tells a similar story. Dimes from 1975D have appeared in major coin auctions, some with unexpected surprises that left collectors astonished. Coins that were once thought to be worth a few dollars suddenly skyrocketed into tens of thousands because of pristine condition, rare die varieties, or historical significance. Some of these auctions were private, accessible only to members of exclusive numismatic clubs, where the stakes are higher and the competition more intense. If you have a 1975 D1 dime in your collection right now, you could literally be holding the next big auction sensation. The excitement of waiting to see if a coin like yours will become the star of a rare coin auction is part of the magic of collecting, and the reason why coins like this are so revered. The rarity of the 1975 D1 dime is further enhanced by its survival rate. Out of millions minted, only a small percentage remain in mint or near-mint condition. This scarcity drives the competitive spirit among collectors, making the coin a centerpiece in rare coin auctions. Many collectors have shared stories of hunting for years to find a single coin in perfect condition, only to finally obtain it and watch its value increase over time. Auctions have become the battlegrounds where these stories unfold, and for the 1975 D1 dime, these battles can result in staggering prices. It's not just about the coin itself. It's about the story, the competition, and the prestige of owning something truly rare. And if you happen to have one, congratulations. You're holding a coin that embodies all of these qualities, a coin that could transform a casual collection into a collector's crown jewel. If you have a 1968 D1 dime tucked away in your collection, a jar, or even your loose change, you might not realize that you are holding something far more extraordinary than just a small coin. Many people see dimes from this era as everyday currency, barely giving them a second glance. But the 1968 D1 dime is different. It's one of those rare coins that collectors search for tirelessly, and finding one in good condition could mean you are among the luckiest people alive. Imagine holding a coin that, at first glance, seems ordinary, but in the right hands, at the right auction, can fetch an amount that would make anyone's eyes widen in disbelief. If you have this coin, you are holding a piece of history, a slice of rarity, and perhaps the most valuable dime in your collection. The 1968 D1 dime may look familiar. On the front, it features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, his features sharp and dignified, encircled by the words liberty and in God we trust, with the year 1968 stamped below. The D mint mark indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint, which is significant to collectors because the Denver Mint produced certain coins with subtle variations that make them far more valuable today. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch symbolize liberty, peace, and strength, a design that has endured for decades and is instantly recognizable to coin enthusiasts around the world. Yet, despite its familiarity, what makes the 1968 D1 dime truly fascinating are the small, hidden details that set it apart from millions of other dimes minted that year. The story of the 1968 D1 dime is not just about design. It's about history. The late 1960s were a period of transformation for the U.S. Mint. The country was changing rapidly, and the Mint was experimenting with new production methods and compositions. Millions of dimes were minted each year, yet only a fraction have survived in pristine condition. Most were used in daily life, in payphones, vending machines, or dropped into tips, and many were worn, scratched, or lost over time. This means that coins that remain uncirculated or in excellent condition are extremely rare and highly coveted by collectors. Even the tiniest imperfection can affect a coin's value dramatically, making auctions and private sales a place of fierce competition where collectors are willing to pay incredible sums to secure a single, perfect specimen. Collectors have been searching for rare 1968 D1 dimes for decades, and for good reason. Some coins from this year feature minor mint errors or unusual characteristics that make them even more desirable. A slightly off-center strike, a double die, or a tiny die crack can turn an ordinary dime into a treasure that collectors will fight over. Rare coin auctions, especially private ones, are filled with stories of collectors traveling across states or even countries to acquire coins like this. When a 1968 D1 dime in pristine condition appears in an auction, bidding can escalate quickly, sometimes reaching figures that seem unimaginable for a coin of such size. If you're holding one today, it could be your ticket to that world of rare coin excitement. The thrill of auctions is part of what makes coins like the 1968 D1 dime so valuable. Picture a room full of seasoned collectors, eyes focused on a single, flawless dime encased in a protective holder. The auctioneer announces the coin, describing every detail and noting its condition. The bidding begins quietly at first, then escalating rapidly as each collector vies to claim the coin. Private collector auctions, rarely open to the public, often showcase coins that have been hidden away for decades, and when a 1968 D1 dime appears, the tension is palpable. Owning one of these coins today is not just about possessing currency. It's about holding a story, a legacy, and a piece of luck that collectors around the world dream of finding. The rarity of the 1968 D1 dime is further enhanced by its survival rate. Out of the millions minted that year, only a small percentage have survived in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. These coins are considered treasures, and collectors are willing to pay high prices for them, particularly when they display exceptional luster, sharp details, and minimal wear. Even subtle differences in strike or minting can dramatically affect the coin's value. Some examples of this dime have fetched astonishing prices at auctions, especially those verified by professional grading services. It's not just a coin. It's a symbol of fortune, a tangible piece of history, and for the lucky few who own one, a source of immense pride. Owning a 1968 D1 dime is about more than money. It's about history, luck, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin tells a story, and this one is no exception. From the hands it passed through to the journey it took to survive decades of circulation, each coin is a testament to chance and preservation. Auctions, private sales, and collector communities celebrate coins like this because they are rare, beautiful, and historically significant. If you have a 1968 D1 dime in your collection, You're holding a coin that embodies all of these qualities, a coin that could easily be the star of a rare coin auction, attracting bids from collectors who recognize its true value. Now, let's talk about potential value. While many 1968 dimes in circulated condition may only be worth a few dollars, uncirculated or mint condition examples have achieved remarkable sums at rare coin auctions. Some collectors have paid thousands, and in exceptional cases, tens of thousands for coins that exhibit perfect strike, pristine surfaces, and unique characteristics. The combination of rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand make the 1968 D1 dime a coin worth examining carefully. If you have one tucked away today, it could be more valuable than you ever imagined. A true hidden treasure waiting for the right moment to shine. The 1968 D1 dime also represents a story of luck. Surviving decades in excellent condition is rare, and finding one today can feel like discovering a hidden fortune. Every time a coin like this appears in an auction, it reminds collectors and enthusiasts why they dedicate so much time and effort to their collections. Owning one is a symbol of both historical significance and personal fortune, a reminder that sometimes the smallest objects can hold the greatest value. If you have this coin, you are literally holding a stroke of luck in your hands, a coin that could transform a simple collection into a showcase of rare and valuable treasures. Before you leave this video, take a moment to check your collection, your drawers, and even loose change. The 1968 D1 dime could be hiding in plain sight, waiting for you to discover its true worth. And if you find one, remember, you are holding more than just a coin. You're holding a piece of history, a symbol of rarity, and one of the luckiest coins you could ever own. Protect it, cherish it, and keep it close because coins like this don't come around often. If you have a 1968 D1 dime in excellent condition, congratulations. You are one of the luckiest people in the world, holding a coin that could excite collectors, dominate auctions, and carry a value far beyond its size. Oh, now you know the incredible story behind the 1968 D1 dime. A coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but is actually a hidden treasure for collectors and enthusiasts alike. If you happen to have one tucked away in your collection, a coin jar, or even among loose change, you're holding something far more valuable than most people realize. This coin isn't just currency. It's a piece of history, a symbol of rarity, and a testament to luck. It could be the highlight of a rare coin auction, drawing attention from collectors who would pay thousands, even tens of thousands, to make it theirs. Imagine the excitement the next time a pristine 1968 D1 dime appears at a rare coin auction. Collectors gather, eyes fixed on the coin encased in its protective holder. Bidding starts quietly, then quickly escalates as everyone realizes the rarity and value of this dime. That coin, that moment could be yours. Owning a 1968 D1 dime means holding a story, a legacy, and a stroke of fortune in your hands. If you have a 1974 1 dime in your collection right now, you might not realize that you are holding more than just a simple coin. Many people overlook coins like this, tossing them into drawers, jars, or coin rolls, unaware that some of them could be worth far more than anyone ever imagined. The 1974 1 dime may appear ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, it's a gem that carries history, rarity, and potential fortune. Imagine discovering that the coin you've had for decades, the one you might have used in vending machines or parking meters, is actually one of the most sought-after dimes from the 1970s. If you have this coin, you're truly among the luckiest people alive, because it could be the centerpiece of a rare coin auction, commanding attention and prices that would make anyone's jaw drop. At first glance, the 1974 1 dime might seem familiar. On the obverse, it features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, his face sharp and detailed, surrounded by the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the mint year at the bottom. The reverse showcases the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. While millions of these coins were minted across different U.S. mint locations, What sets certain 1974 dimes apart are the rare mint variations, the flawless strikes, and the pristine conditions that survive decades of handling. These are the details that collectors obsess over. And when such a coin appears at an auction, it can spark a frenzy as multiple buyers realize they are competing for a piece of history that almost never comes up for sale. The 1974 one dime has a fascinating story in its production. The early 1970s were a period of change for the U.S. Mint, with shifts in minting techniques and an increasing demand for coins due to a growing population and booming economy. While millions of dimes were produced each year, only a fraction have survived in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Many were used in daily life, becoming worn, scratched, and sometimes lost, which makes the coins that do survive in excellent condition extremely rare and highly desirable. Even the smallest imperfection, a scratch, a dent, or a mark from circulation, can dramatically affect the value of the coin. That is why auctions and collector reports emphasize condition above all else, often grading coins on a meticulous scale that can take years of experience to master. Collectors have been hunting for rare 1,974 dimes for decades, and for good reason. Some coins from this year were struck with minor mint errors or unusual characteristics that make them stand out. An off-center strike, a double die, or a tiny die crack can turn an ordinary dime into a coin that collectors fight over. Auctions for such coins can be intense, with bidding often escalating to thousands of dollars in minutes. Private collector auctions, in particular, are notorious for showcasing these hidden treasures. Here, only the most dedicated collectors have access, and they know exactly how to identify the coins that will bring the highest prices. If you happen to have a 1974 one dime in near-perfect condition, you might be sitting on a piece that could generate that same excitement and value, turning your casual coin into a collector's dream. The allure of the 1974 one dime goes beyond its rarity. Owning one is about holding a tangible connection to history. This coin has passed through countless hands, witnessed decades of change, and survived when millions of others were lost or worn beyond recognition. That is what makes auctions for these coins so thrilling. Bidders are not just buying a coin, they are buying a story, a moment in time, a piece of legacy. Some 1974 dimes have been known to fetch impressive sums, especially when they appear in auctions with expert authentication and grading. Collectors who spot these coins recognize them as symbols of luck, fortune, and prestige, and they are willing to pay handsomely to secure them. The excitement of auctions is a key part of what makes the 1974 one dime so fascinating. Imagine walking into a room where a rare coin collection is about to go under the hammer. There, in a display case, sits a flawless 1974 one dime, encased in a protective holder, gleaming under the lights. The room falls silent as the auctioneer introduces it, and then the bidding begins. From hundreds to thousands, the offers climb quickly, with each bidder aware that they may never see another coin like this again. Private bids, secret collector auctions, and rare coin shows often feature this coin, and the stories of competitive bidding are legendary. Owning one today means that you hold the potential to participate in this world of rare coin excitement, even if you never intend to sell. The rarity of a 1974 one dime is amplified by its survival rate. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of dimes in 1974, most circulated heavily, leaving very few in uncirculated condition. That scarcity drives collector demand and makes the coin a centerpiece at rare coin auctions. Even minor differences in strike, luster, and detail can have a massive impact on the coin's value. Some of the rarest 1974 dimes have achieved incredible prices when sold at auction, demonstrating that even a small, seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary fortune for those who recognize its potential. If you have one in your collection today, you are holding more than currency. You are holding a symbol of luck, rarity, and historical significance. Now, let's consider the potential value. While many 1974 dimes in circulated condition may only be worth a few dollars, coins in near-perfect or uncirculated condition can command impressive sums at auction. Collectors, both public and private, have been known to pay thousands, and in some cases tens of thousands of dollars, for coins that meet the rarest criteria. The combination of history, condition, rarity, and collector demand makes the 1974 one dime a highly sought-after treasure. If you have one tucked away in a drawer, coin jar, or collection, it might just be worth far more than you ever imagined, possibly making you one of the luckiest coin owners alive. The 1974 one dime is more than a small coin. It's a story of chance, history, and the thrill of collecting. Every time it appears at an auction, it reminds collectors of why they pursue coins with such passion. Owning one means being part of a community that understands its true value and rarity. The excitement, suspense, and potential fortune make it a coin to cherish, protect, and admire. If you have one today, congratulations. You may be holding one of the luckiest coins in the world, a coin that embodies decades of history and the potential for remarkable value. Before you leave this video, take a moment to check your collection, your coin jars, and any loose change you might have. That 1974 one dime could be more than just a coin. It could be a rare treasure waiting for the right auction to reveal its full value. And if you find one, remember, you are among the luckiest people in the world, holding a piece of history, a story of rarity, and a chance at fortune that many collectors only dream of. Oh, now you know the incredible story behind the 1974 one dime. A coin that might look ordinary at first, but is actually a hidden treasure for collectors and enthusiasts alike. If you happen to have one in your collection, a jar, or even tucked away in a drawer, you're holding something far more valuable than most people realize. This coin represents history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery, and it has the potential to become the centerpiece of a rare coin auction, commanding attention and bids that could leave even the most seasoned collectors in awe. Imagine the next time a pristine 1974 one dime appears in an auction, with collectors from across the country competing silently, then fiercely, to secure it. That coin, that exact moment, could be yours. Owning a 1974 one dime isn't just about having a coin. It's about holding a story, a slice of history, and a piece of fortune in the palm of your hand. And if your coin is in near-perfect condition, it could fetch thousands, even tens of thousands at the right auction.